First, I traveled through the 7 levels of the candy cane forest, past the sea of twirly, swirly gumdrops. Then, I walked through the Lincoln Tunnel.
Hey guys, it's Heretic, and it is Wednesday, April 14th, 2021. And in today's video, I'm going to go over a lot of the learnings from the Season 1 Distant Calling event. Some of it is really basic, and a lot of it is done with the emphasis on what you need to do for teamwork, and I want to show you some examples of what we're doing right now in 759. And some of the stuff that, some of the kingdoms that are just now about to start the event this weekend, will want to know. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, whenever it starts, actually you will see, and I just messed that up, but what you'll see is Season 1 Distant Calling, and you'll be able to actually port over to Sorlace, I don't know how you pronounce it, but you'll have a button to go there. You can go there each 24 hours. You can go there once for free. After that, like if you come back to the normal map and then you want to go back again, it'll cost you 2k. So try to plan your jumps accordingly. It'll get actually more expensive as you go as well. So if you try to do it more than once, it'll actually get more and more expensive as you go. So really plan your jumps over to not waste money. So when you first get over, and I'm gonna show the map here. So when you first come over, you'll be given a hive, like a fortress here. You can see this is where we started off. You can bring over your alliance buildings here. You can have them here. So if you can have an altar, you're going to want to bring it because you're going to want to use it later on. So you'll start here out, on the edges of the map. So 759 is where I am. Everything in white is where I can teleport. You start off on the very outside of these walls. And your goal is at the beginning is just to get to that first wall, and then you'll be able to attack the wall and knock it down. Get to the second wall, do the same thing. Get to the third wall into the chateau, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. And then again, you'll knock this down, and then within here, I'll show you there's gates and castles and a lot of things that you'll need that will actually give you buffs along the way, which are cool little alliance buffs. So when you first do get started out over here with your first fortress that'll be provided to you, you will have, I believe, 1 or 2 of these nodes. These are your alliance crystal mines that are not in the regular map, but they are here. And on these, you'll be able to gain 1125 an hour, and then you will be able to build towers. And so these are the season basic towers, and it works just like Dominion. So you'll want to maximize your tower placements to gather more resources. You'll need a lot of that. And to move in the general direction of that first wall. All right, and so whenever you start building, your leaders, your R4s and R5s, will be able to go to Alliance, and they'll see this new thing called Season Territory. You want to make sure you don't try to start building out your normal towers, so you'll go over here to Season. And you can go in here and you can build and you can get points, and you can see your totals of the resources that you need to actually build these fortresses in Chinese. That's strange. And your towers. Okay, and again, you have the limit of 150, and you're gonna use a lot of them as I'm gonna show you. So here we go. Let's scroll down here. You can see us kind of going down the map. moving along, grabbing resource nodes as we can, losing people along the way. And you'll make it to the first wall, and you will keep on going. You'll get to the chateau. So when you first get past that third wall, you will see the chateau, and you will see a sentinel outside. So he's like a big giant, big golem. Whenever you do see him, whenever you can get to him, you'll have, and it's time-based. This is all gated, right, as you go. So, you know, the first few days you'll have to build out to the wall, and then you'll have to wait on a timer to attack the wall and knock it down, and then you'll build out to the second wall and you'll have to wait on a timer to knock that down. And then when it's available, you'll be able to attack the sentinel, and it works just like Golem. You have 20 attacks. On each of the attacks you get a reward, and at the end of, I think it's 24 hours, it might be 48 hours, I don't remember exactly, whoever has the most damage in your kingdom will be able to kind of control some of the stuff going forward, which is basically the ability to set up, you know, different skills, and you know, there's different small things that that person can do at this beginning, and it was Red Yoda for us. Congratulations. So then you'll kind of move down to this third gate, which I will show you here. It's all shiny. Again, on a timer, you'll be able to attack it. And all of these attacks along the way, you know, rallies will do the trick, and they do, it does hit you back for damage. So don't make the mistake I did earlier and get hit for quite a bit. Another thing, you know, after a certain amount of time, you actually get the troops that you lost here. You actually get them returned to you. Your wounded get healed for free. So that's one thing to keep in mind. The reason that you see all of these castles on this side of the wall is once you pass this gate, this third wall, that's when PvP can begin. Anything on this side of the wall can be attacked. So that's why you don't see many people out here until you get to, let me show you, over here is where we are concentrating. And over here we're starting to build a wall of castles, of, you know, of camps, you know, castles that don't have any troops, like Emily here, and people with shields you'll see all over. And we've started building out walls, and you can see them attacking the, not walls, on towers and fortresses. And so whenever these are built, what we're doing is we're trying to keep the other kingdom, which is here, these guys. We want to, I'm sorry, not them. You'll see them in red right here. PJ Maxx, isn't that a great name? And Connor, we want to keep these guys from WFF away from this gate. Isn't that a cool design there? These gates actually give you excellent buffs. So you can see here. Oh no, you can't see here. These give you really nice, and I don't see it here, but they give you really nice attack buffs. So this gate is really important. You'll need those buffs whenever you get to the very center, which is close. And to be able to move towards that center, you need that gate. So you can get over here to this castle, which is the very end of the event. And this works just like KVK. So you have your 4 towers that can zap you, that you need to control, and along with this the center castle, which is, I believe it's called Fort, I don't know, whatever. It's a big castle. It's like Avalon. The other kingdoms, which you'll see here on the map, these other kingdoms, 812 and 841 and 814, are moving here towards the center, and they can actually touch that castle and attack as well. So you need to be, and that's the reason that we're trying to do this block over here. And you'll see that, when you're doing these blocks, that, these are 759. These are two different alliances, and we're moving out here, and we are trying to use different alliances towers to help us block these other guys from getting here. So everything that we're doing here, it's multiple alliances working together. We're jumping back and forth between alliances. So you see RFA up here, they're one of our guys, and you see RTR, that's us. Here we're switching between alliances to keep towers up. They will attack a tower, it'll halfway knock it down, then they get to sleep, we jump on it, we knock it down. We're jumping between alliances. There's a 24-hour timer to move between alliances. It's really critical to use that well too. So, playing around, goofing off in this, it's a very long event. This is days, it's weeks to get over here towards the center. It's not a small event. So these 24-hour timers, it's all gated. It's really important that you work as a team to block as much as you can, so you could have, one alliance just trying to prevent another alliance from reaching a certain spot in a certain amount of time, while you have your other alliance come underneath them to get over to the castle or whatever it is, the objective you have to take. And then, the alliance that built out that original blocking path can then, their players can join you, and you can take the objective together. So it's really critical. You can't see it here, but I've seen it throughout this event. It's like, okay, everybody join RFA, everybody join MMM, everybody join RTR, everybody join ENA. So we're all kind of working together with the same goal in mind. This is not an alliance event. The alliances aren't going to get the win, the kingdom is. So you have to work as a kingdom just like you do in KVK, but for a longer amount of time. So I think this event, honestly, in 759 has, we've had challenges, right? As you do, there's always drama in kingdoms. But I'm hoping, I'm seeing it bring our kingdom together. So that's a really nice benefit that we've had from this. So as you can see, these guys are sending out scouts to our buildings as we're constructing them. We're constantly constructing towers. We're doing everything we can to be annoying and to keep these guys here, over here where I was showing you, these guys over here, WFF, from touching this gate area. So we're doing everything we can from getting them from coming up here, coming over on this side. We're blocking. We're building new towers. As they knock one tower down, we're building another one. It's just like you would do in Dominion. The exact same thing that I've seen in Wars. Just stay ahead of the other guy. That's all you're trying to do. So you can see them. They have a tower that's here. If we can keep them off of this square, they can't attack this. They can't really get around it, They have to go through this one spot here to get to the center. So this is where we are now. We're waiting, we're waiting for this timer, 2 days and 19 minutes before we can attack this tower and then make it through the gate to make it towards the very, very center of the map so that we can try to take that center fortress like the KVK event that I was showing. So we're doing everything we can for the next 2 days and 19 hours to keep them from knocking down our towers and building into here. So you can see us, we're constructing this tower right now. They'll demo one of our towers. We'll immediately build up another one, so that they can't take over this area. So that's what we're working on now. If you do have any questions about this event, how you can work together with other alliances, if you have questions at all, please let me know. And you can either let me know in the comments below the video, or you can find me in Kingdom 759 as Guardian, or in Kingdom 10,010 as Heretic. And I look forward to talking to you. All right, take care. Goodbye.